Rockstar owner, Take-Two CEO, argues players are ready for $70 games. So I'm going to read this.
Yeah.
We announced a $70 price point for NBA 2k21. Our view was that we're offering an array of extraordinary experiences, lots of replayability, and the last time there was a frontline price increase in the US, it was 2005, 2006. So we think consumers were ready for it, Zelnick replied. He did stop short, however, of suggesting that future games will cost $70 going forwards. Instead, suggests that company needs to focus on providing a level of content that justifies that price point. So he continues to go on. We haven't said anything about pricing other titles so far, and we tend to make announcements on a title by title basis. But I think our view is that we want to always deliver more value than what we charge. Make sure the consumer has the experience and the experience of paying for it. Both are positive experiences. I don't buy this line at all. We all know anecdotally that even if you love a consumer experience, if you feel you were overcharged for it, it ruins the experience. You don't want to have it again. Blah, blah, blah. So we always want to make sure that the consumers feel like we deliver much more than we ask in return. And that's true for our current consumer spending as well. We're an entertainment company. We're here to captivate and engage consumers, and we do that. And if we do that, then monetization follows. All right. So for those that don't know, NBA 2k21 was the first game that was officially announced to be priced $70. And so, yeah, that's their line of reasoning, I guess, for $70 increase. I mean, how do you feel about that? Do you think he justified it, or it was just mumbo jumbo?
I mean, the argument for $70 has already started.
Yeah.
I mean, it started as soon as the PS5 came out. We paid $70 for Demon Souls.
Yes.
Would you say that that was worth $70?
No. No.
I agree. I agree.
It was not.
I agree.
That
So,
was a
so
sixty
I
dollar
mean,
game.
so in that regards, I mean, even if you thought it was a $60 game, I don't know. I even put it lower
Yeah. It
because
could have been lower. It could have been lower.
yeah, yeah. Um, because at the end of the day, the base of that game is a PS3 game,
Yes.
while
They did not
the
change the core code.
yeah,
The core code running was still a PS3 game.
but that's not to negate the changes that they did make. I mean, the graphical improvements were stunning,
Yes. Yeah.
but in terms of actual like paying for the game, like I said, I beat that game in less than a week. Did I get my value for it? I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah.
That $70 value, especially since it wasn't a brand new experience.
Yeah.
This guy's saying that he is giving a brand new experience. But as far as sports games go, and I don't play them, but they're iterative,
Yes. Yeah.
and from what I understand, well, at least in the case of Madden, they haven't been the updates are mostly due to the roster,
Hmm.
but the core gameplay doesn't change that dramatically.
Yes.
So yeah, I can't speak to NBA 2K. I don't know if you know any more about that. I
No.
know John played it.
Yeah.
John would know.
Yeah.
But as far as like there's sports game players that buy consoles just to play these games.
But they
So
want a lot of them want that. You're right. A lot of them do just want an updated roster.
yeah.
But some of them do want a new experience. You know what I mean? Or at least improve upon what you already have. Now, yeah, I can't speak to NBA 2K21, but it just seems to me it's like it's all marketing speak.
Well, was this an interview? Because if this was an interview, like they did a poor job of following up. My question would be like, okay, so you're charging $70. Does
Yeah.
that mean you're not going to include microtransactions?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, and
because
that's where it gets frustrating to players because it's like we were already spending $60 for games with microtransactions.
yeah.
Are you
And
expecting?
microtransactions can easily double the
Yes.
amount of the value of the base game.
Yeah.
Easily. Especially if you're like talking about something like Dead or Alive.
Yeah. Yeah. And look, man, there's got to be a point where people just say, "All right, I'm done. I can't do this anymore," right?
Yeah.
And we haven't reached there in a widespread point. So I think that's why they raised the price because they haven't got enough kickback from consumers regarding that. So
They haven't seen like well, we
they
need to see
haven't it hasn't
the
hurt
next
their
set of
sales
sales.
enough.
Yes,
It
exactly.
hasn't hurt theirs. They've seen the criticism and they've seen the bad press, but it hasn't hurt their bottom line enough.
But even then, an argument can be made in terms of a drop in sales
Mhm.
due to the lack of um, console availability.
Availableness.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the install base for PlayStation 5 just isn't there comparatively with something like the PlayStation 4 or the Xbox.
Yeah.
And by like the Xbox One, One X,
Yeah.
not the Series X.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of factors that go into it,
Mhm.
and I don't know how they're judging these changes or why like just saying point blank experiences like these are the experiences that we've approved upon. It's so general, it's so
Yeah, like
generalized, it's vague.
yeah, what
So
experiences?
yeah, exactly. So yeah, no, to me it does sound like mumbo jumbo. How about
Yeah.
yourself?
Yes, yeah. When I read it, it just sounded like marketing speak, you know?
Yeah.
Like if
If he
someone
had valid points, like look, we did
yes,
this.
yeah. Yeah. Like if someone were to have a meeting and they were like, "Hey guys, we're going to raise the price to $70, but it's because we're delivering experiences." And all the people in the meeting are like,
Tight.
"Yeah. Okay. That sounds good. That sounds good." But then
Cool.
if you
Do we
pitch
have to
that
change
to
anything in the game? No.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you try to pitch that to gamers, they're like, "Okay, what experiences?
Exactly.
What content? You know,
Mm-hmm.
what are you adding? Is there a VR mode? Is there a free throw VR mode I can do? I mean, what are you adding, you know?" So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of mumbo jumbo in there. I need to see specific upgrades, you know. Hey, we raised it $70 because we added this new mode and it took us, you know, 1,000 man hours to develop it or something. You know what I mean? Just something like you can justify it if you want to, or you can give an answer like that where you're not justifying anything.
You're just dancing around it.
You're just dancing around it. So yeah, I think that there needs to be more explanation into why things are so damn expensive. I really do. And if they give a good explanation, I do believe that gamers and consumer, you know, just like a mom buying a game for a kid, will accept it if it's reasonable. I do believe that most people are reasonable. You know, they accept reasonable explanations. But to just say like we feel that this game is worth $70, it's not enough. It's not enough. You got to give us more.